We are 80 days into President Biden's 100-day promise to get 200 million shots into American arms. Here's a look at how the numbers have increased every 10 days for the past 80 days. Remember, these numbers are since the president took office, not the total number. So on day 10, we were at 13.6 million shots in arms. Day 20, you can see the jump to 27.2 million. Day 30, 43.7 million. Day 40, 61.1 million. Day 50, you can see there 83.6 million. Day 60, 109 million. Day 70, 136.1 million. And as of day 80, 169.5 million shots in arms with 20 days left. Since last week, all residents in Florida are eligible for a COVID vaccination. President Biden is now requiring all states to follow the same path, making all adults in the U.S. eligible for the vaccine by April 19th. While the rollout continues moving along here in our states, that's not necessarily the case around the world. 10 Investigates. Jennifer Titus has been tracking the doses since the beginning and has more in tonight's episode of Vaccinated.
Just like the rest of us, this past year has been different for Carolina Machowicz.
What has the coronavirus been like in Finland?
Well, I think that to some extent it's been exactly the same like everywhere else. Of course, with all the limitations, with everything that was changed because of the pandemic.
While there are similarities, Carolina's experience with the pandemic takes us far away from the Tampa Bay area, 5,000 miles away to her home in Helsinki, Finland.
It was snowing this morning.
The weather isn't the only difference.
We're happy sun is shining right now.
From Finland to the U.S., vaccine rollout has been different too. In Finland, people are also rushing to get a vaccine. But unlike Florida and most of the U.S., Carolina can't get a shot yet.
I think the speed is impressive, and of course we are all very envious when we look at the numbers of the people vaccinated in US or in UK or in Israel.
Envious of the United States, many countries are.
The problem in European countries or in Finland is not of like organization or a willingness to vaccinate us. It's really a supply.
According to the Oxford researchers at Our World in Data, the U.S. ranks 4th overall worldwide when it comes to the number of people who have received one vaccination. Israel is number 1, followed in second by the United Kingdom. So far, 119,242,902 people in the U.S. have gotten one vaccine since the beginning of the rollout. Since President Biden took office, 169.5 million shots have gone into arms. That's 85% of his goal to reach 200 million shots in arms in his first 100 days. In Florida, 4.5 million people have been fully vaccinated. That is 21% of the population.
The idea or the policy is that the period between the first and the second dose, it's 3 months in Finland, which is longer than in the other European countries.
Back in Finland, Carolina says right now anyone 65 years old and older can get a vaccination.
How old are you?
38.
So 38-year-old Carolina still has a little time before it's her turn.
You're hoping by June, you said?
So in June, maybe at the beginning of June, because I live in the capital.
And now Finland did have a similar rollout to Florida when it comes to vaccine distribution. They started with healthcare workers and seniors first. And guys, if you want to take a look at any of this data or find out how or where to get a vaccine, just visit 10tampabay.com.
Jen mentioned the U.S. is 4th worldwide with the amount of residents who have gotten one shot. So let's take a deeper dive into where the U.S. stands compared to other countries as far as people who are fully vaccinated. So far, 773.3 million shots have been given worldwide. Israel has the highest percentage of their country's residents fully vaccinated with 57%. The U.S. has the 4th most residents fully vaccinated with 21%.